This is the Business of Leadership Series Minute with your host, the best-selling author of Don't Buy a Duck and founder of MarketingStrategyHero.com, Derek Champagne.
Thank Jacob Frese for joining us today. Jacob is an entrepreneur here in Northwest Arkansas. Jacob, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me on today.
So 1957, this restaurant opens. I've been there. I've seen it. I love it. It's a landmark in your town. So, some of our listeners, this is on the radio, but some of our listeners are in other countries and other parts of that it's going to go out on the podcast and on the Alexa skill. It's this awesome restaurant. When you see it right away, you feel like you're going back in time. It's that diner look. He even came back in and got the sign fixed. So it's got that neon light to it, that zzz look to it. It's really cool. Yeah. I mean, it is right out of a movie set. And it's right near a university. So let's paint the picture. It's the time of year when it's getting warmer out. It's a great time for that car hop, kind of going to this kind of restaurant. And then suddenly colleges are shut down. The quarantine happens. You don't have a drive-through, which, those restaurants with drive-throughs are extremely busy. So, that's the kind of the dire picture. So let's talk about solutions. But first, tell me about mindset. I know that I think you were in Colorado or somewhere else. You came back. You had to go into quarantine. So I know that feeling. Like my team are off site right now. We're on quarantine. You can't get to your baby. You're trying to figure it out. And the misconception that business owners have just a big stockpile of cash and in the back room are like, we'll open back up this summer. I mean, give me a mindset of what, not the panic, but where were you at? And then help me think through those gears turning of, okay, that's okay. Here's how we're going to fix this right now.
Well, yeah. So several different angles on that. So we went to Colorado on a ski trip with the family, and there was a couple of counties that were supposedly hit hard. It was recommended to self quarantine, and so when we came back, we took that very seriously. Did that, and that was tough in and of itself. And then on top of the fact, not being able to go into my restaurant, having to stay away. Now I will tell you one advantage of owning a restaurant is, especially since we can text in orders, is that we were able to continue to eat there. I would text in my order. I would roll up to the outside front door, and they would drop my food on my hood out of my request, and then as soon as they walk back into the door, then I'd grab my food, which is really handy. But yeah, quarantine, it was crazy. I mean, it's such a unique time. I mean, you could say the word crazy a million times and it wouldn't cover what we're going through right now. But as far as the restaurant is concerned, yeah, it's tough to be away because I love to be hands-on and involved, and actually what I've decided to do going forward is I've continued to stay away, unfortunately, just because we want to make sure and try to protect everybody that we can. And so if we have an issue where an employee maybe is exposed to it or maybe gets it, then I've kind of still quarantined from them. And then I can go in and pick things up where we've left off, if need be, do whatever the health department asks us to do, and keep trudging on. But yeah, it's tough. I mean, we've had to definitely just change our business model. Car hops are back, and it's been an interesting turn of events because my employees didn't ever think they were going to be car hops, because that's not what our standard service is.